It's been we changed our schedule this year compared to last. Last year we came back and right away went on Monday, which wasn't a great practice. So we had Monday and Tuesday to work them out, get them sweating, get their bodies back. It's a great way to split it up because we get to install, we get to see what we're good at in the first 5 days, and then the coaches have a week because we don't have spring break. We're working a week to kind of figure out what we like, what we don't like. What some of these young kids can do. I think we can run this play. He's good enough to do this. He's good enough to do that. So having that break in between really helps us kind of recenter ourselves so that last 10 can be really efficient practices where we're not trying. We've already taken some stuff out, like, hey, we're not going to be good at that. We're not going to be good at that. And so we're not wasting time in those last 10. It was as good as I wanted it to be. You know, I knew today we started our third down stuff, and today was our last helmets practice. We did the first two practices, and then this one, just kind of work them back in. But it is really hard to play college football without shoulder pads on, you know. So it's never going to be pretty, especially on third down when they're blitzing and you can't lower your shoulder, you know. So I told the offense today, I said, this is going to be the livest environment you've seen. The pockets are going to be tight. They're going to push our linemen back, you know, and it's a great environment, especially for Caleb, to learn in and see how fast things happen. When the pocket's tight, you know, we'll put shoulder pads on Friday, and the pockets will be better, and we'll have more of a fighting chance. But it's a fun day because we got to get better on third down. He does. He knows the offense as well as anybody, you know. And last year when I took over and we started making he was in every meeting, so I mean he knows it just as well as we all do. And he threw today for the first time in routes on air. It was fun to watch. You know, he looks great. He looks comfortable. We just can't have anyone directly step on him. You know what I mean? So I think we'll work him into 7-on-7 here in the next week. But we'll never put him in team. You know, not till he's 100% healed. But he's dropping, he's moving, he's pushing off of it. He's throwing the ball great. And he's like another quarterback coach right now with those young quarterbacks getting all these reps. And he's still valuable, although he's hurt. Routes on air, yeah, where it's just the receivers and he got to actually throw routes as opposed to just doing little 5-minute drills here and there. And we just wanted to make sure he could push off it well enough. And he looked good. He was throwing the ball in the rotation with the quarterbacks, throwing to the wideouts, and we'll probably get him into one-on-ones, and then next practice, and then 7-on-7 with no one near him because there's no D-line or O-line in 7-on-7, and that'll probably max him out for the year, for the spring. And but it's been like for the development. I mean, spring's about development, you know, figuring out who you are, but development of young players. And so all these young guys are Caleb's getting a ton of reps, Griffin Allstott, Moose is getting reps, so it's really valuable to them in the long run. Yeah, when it happens, you want to be prepared for the worst. Like, you know, expect the best, but prepare for the worst, you know. And we've lost John in game 9 2 years in a row, you know, and sitting pretty both times until that moment. And 2 years ago, you know, we had a ton of injuries. Last year was better. I thought we changed a ton of things as far as the way we do our summer. We moved spring up kind of like we're doing it now, which gives them more time to get healthy in the summer and train. So we've kept, I mean, the total body of injuries last year was way down. I think it was like 9 season ending compared to 21, you know, and most of them were contact injuries. They were a broken bone that you can't stop that, you know what I mean? But soft tissue injuries and hamstring injuries and hip flexor injuries, like if you're doing a good job and you're smart about the way you train them and practice them, you can prevent those, and we did last year. So we're doing a lot of the same stuff. We've even added a couple little things like not practicing on Monday after spring ball, you know, a couple little things to try to get their bodies ready for when we're out here, and we're just going to continue to grow and get better.
Moving to center this year, it's been it's a whole new world, different positions, and it's only one position over, but now I'm the guy making the calls, and just all like the footwork's all different, but every day I've been getting better at it and getting more used to the kind of footwork that I need to be using, the different kind of like hand and snapping, and but it's been going pretty well. Playing next to John Keno was definitely an honor. He was such a great player, communicator, and just he's really smart student of the game, and I definitely took that away from him, and just the way he thinks, and also what I take him. He came back and kind of coached me today, and was telling me kind of certain footworks that I could use, and just like where my eyes were and stuff like that. That definitely helps. My relationship with the quarterbacks is great. It's just they're such a great group of guys, John and Caleb, just easy to get along with, and as a center, you're really working with them. So any like tips they can give me, or kind of like where the ball was in certain things, because I'm just starting to really ramp up on snaps, and but relationship with the quarterbacks has been really great. There's a lot of new young guys. Some guys switched over positions this year, and some older guys like Mike and I. We've been trying to just have them learn the offense and just their body position on pass pro, one-on-ones. We do a lot of talking with guys after they're done with their rep, and just kind of like where they're like their footwork and their striking and just all the different things. It's weird now being the guy that's actually like trying to coach all the younger guys, but it's definitely a lot of fun.